Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. This is Zaxtor99 back with another First Impressions indie review of a game that recently launched on Steam. In my most recent video, Terror, an indie game review of a pretty interesting but very short indie game, I have a viewer who's asked me on multiple videos the past few days, or the past couple of days, Shadow Warrior, please play CrappyTube. Well, what the hell is CrappyTube? Well, a quick search on Steam finds this game, CrappyTube. It came out a couple of days ago now, back on New Year's Eve, and it says CrappyTube is a classic FPS game in which you must to escape from a factory. I think they meant try. You might want to put a try in there. Again, these games made out of Russia or made by a developer out of Russia or some other country overseas where they can't even take the time to use proper English grammar in their one sentence description of their game. It astounds me how bad some of the grammar is in some of these games I've played recently. But regardless, guys, whatever the name of this game is, it definitely looks crappy. It definitely looks like it's from a developer probably out of Russia, and it most certainly is using the amazing Game Guru engine. Oh, how I love Game Guru, and I can tell because they haven't even bothered to change the standard UI of the Game Guru engine. Game Guru, guys, is an engine you can buy right on Steam. I've seen it on sale. I believe I bought it on sale for $4.99 about 6 months ago just to have it. Not that I would ever use it to actually make a game and to put up on Steam, but this game, guys, has 2 reviews. I'm sure that both of them are negative unless there's some kind of corruption going on. This game comes in at a staggering price of $5 US, $4.99. So many of these Game Guru games, are priced at 99 cents or maybe $1.99. To ask $5 for a Game Guru game is like walking up to somebody on the street and saying, "Hey, will you pay me $5 if I stab a fork in your eye?" It's about the same thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and read this amazing grammar from this developer. People left this place not so long ago, but it has already looked old. Dangerous monsters and bandits hide there. Walking through the factory to escape from abandoned and dangerous town. Run to the tube to survive. Features: classic FPS gameplay. Yeah, classic as in classic Game Guru shit gameplay is what you mean to say. Tense atmosphere. I highly doubt it. Frightening tunnel. Again, I highly doubt it. Frighteningly bad, maybe. And dangerous enemies. And the developers describe the content like this: blood, scary monsters, and creepy sounds. Alright, guys, well, we can already tell what kind of game this is going to be. CrappyTube on Steam. A game that looks like it was made from a Russian developer with terrible grammar in the description, and a game made with the Craptastic game engine and Game Guru, which we know by looking at the default UI. What I want to show you now, guys, though, however, is not only does this game cost you $5 just to play it, but if we come here, we look at the install right here. The install for CrappyTube, look at this bullshit, requires 10 gigabytes of hard drive space to play this shit. 10 freaking gigabytes. This is unreal. But we're going to go ahead and install it, guys, and hope that this is like the most amazing Game Guru game I've ever played. That's the only way it would be worth the $5 price tag. Let's go ahead and install this, guys, and we'll be back right after this to give my first impressions and first play of CrappyTube. Zaxtor99. Alright, so from the game's main menu, guys, exactly this, standard default Game Guru main menu. Start, load game, about, and if we hit about, there's nothing. Can't even bother to put, a couple of sentences about the game in the about section. So the only thing here to do is start, since I haven't played yet. And the typical Game Guru game takes about 2 minutes to load each level. So here we are in the waiting process. I can hardly wait for this game to begin. We know it's going to be made out of stock Game Guru assets, stock Game Guru everything. I mean, Game Guru is nothing but a learning tool to kind of teach, people that want to learn the basics of making a game. The construction process with a drag and drop assets, and you can right click on every asset and your enemies and stuff like that, and show the game where you want the enemies to start, etc., how much life to give, where you start on your map. I mean, it's really a super simple game engine to use. Alright guys, we loaded into the game, and this is what we have. We have a red sky. This is a choice drop down in the Game Guru engine. And we have what is expected, our typical asset buildings here. And we have a dead corpse sitting right over here. It doesn't look like we have a gun of any sort. Moving my mouse wheel gives me no options for any kind of a mouse wheel. Is there any kind of gun here? Is there a gun in here? No. Okay. Maybe there's a gun in this building. Nothing. Okay. Well, where's my gun? Usually these games give you some kind of a gun right away, right in front of you. I'm not seeing that here. I do see some kind of a idiot mob over there. Whoa, what the hell? What's shooting me? Oh, it's that guy. Okay. Alright, well, the game gives us no kind of enemy or anything. I mean, it gives us enemies, but it doesn't give us any kind of a way to protect ourselves or shoot back. We have 100 health down there at the bottom, and I guess we have 2 lives. But when we die, we start over. So, alright guys, let's just go ahead and, starting right now, let's go ahead and just see if we can run past every enemy in this game and see how long it takes to beat. Alright, so, it said run towards a tube. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready to start here. Bam! Let's go. Okay, I'm looking at my timer on my OBS game recorder. We're gonna see how long... Oh, crap. Shot here. No. Okay, look for a tube. Could this be the tube? Could this be the crappy tube? I am injured here, but... Let's do it, guys. We're about 30 seconds in, 35 seconds in right now. Finding some health would be nice. The assets fading into existence in the back there. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to be more careful with my shots, it looks like. Left. Can I kill it with 3? Yes, I did. I have 1 bullet left. I have 1 health left, I think. Oh, I have 30 health left. But I can hear my heartbeat. We are now 1.5 minutes into this game. Woohoo. Yep, not going that way. So I guess we are now in the Crappy Tube, I guess. I guess this is why this game's called Crappy Tube. Okay, I hope we got some more ammunition coming up here because I have one bullet left. This is a long Crappy Tube. A very long Crappy Tube here. And what is that in front of us? Looks like some crappy red trees. Yeah. Oh, it's the trees and the red sky in the background. Alright, what's up here? Did we beat the level? Okay, we beat the level. Well, we only had to kill a handful of mobs there. Continue. That's it? That's freaking it? Are you serious? Oh my god, guys. 2.5 minutes. I wonder if we can do this even faster than 2.5 minutes. With one level, there's got to be a way to do this even faster, but there is that really long, crappy tube. Wow. Alright guys, we're into the game. We're going to try to do something different here, guys. We're going to try to get past the crappy tunnel, or the crappy tube as this game calls it. And we're about 10 seconds in right now. We want to try to get past the enemies without getting hurt. We want to try to get past the crappy tunnel so we don't have to fight. And you're going to see how long it takes us to beat the whole game without having to fight. And I think I already see how I can do it. If I can get past this crappy tunnel by going through this little opening there in the wall. That should have been closed off by the developer, I'm just saying. That wall should have been closed off, so this wouldn't have been possible. But now I am starting to believe that we are going to be able to beat this entire game by just walking around the outside of the crappy tube, shall I say. Surely he's not going to have any kind of enemies placed out here on the outside of the crappy tube. And that is the assets that he used to make the crappy tube right there. You kind of see all the... I mean, we was inside this thing before. Now we're just simply walking around. We are about 1 minute and 20 seconds into this game, and I think this is the last tunnel right there, guys. The question is, are we going to be able to get through this, what looks like a very narrow opening? Ooh, that might be tight. I might have to go around behind that mountain. But if I can squeeze through this little crevice here... Alright, can I squeeze through this little crevice here? I can. We need to hit that right XY coordinate. Bam, we did it. So, under 2 minutes, guys, in 1 minute and 55 seconds, we beat the entire game. And we didn't have to fight a single enemy. There you go, guys. That is Crappy Tube. What a great game. A game that's beatable in under 2 minutes. Alright, what a great game. For only $5, you too can have this much fun with Crappy Tube. Be sure you comment down below and let me know what you guys think of this absolutely abysmal, terrible Game Viewer game. And this here, guys, is a perfect example of why I hate games and why I hate the Game Viewer.